Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another Final Fantasy Brave Exodus video, and we're reviewing the die collaboration units. There's 3 of them in this video. There'll be 3 more in another video, so stay tuned for that. His S-Teamer is good for him, and it has good killers on it, so there's that. Both sides, he has 300% low burst damage, very good. 200% TDH, 500% cap. 200% Fairy, Beast, Reaper, Stone, and Dragon, and Demon Killer. That's quite a spread of enemies on both forms. Of course, he has a 30 times mod boost for both of his LBs. In the base form, he has an LB, basically 2 hits, 84 defense break, not important, 200% LB damage buff, not that important, 140 times versus demons, 150 times mod just by itself. Obviously not as good as his Brave Shift form LB, which is also 2 hits basically. 85% defense spirit break, not really that important. 130% lightning and peril, 300% LB damage buff, more important. 50 times versus demons, and 200 times at stacks up to 340 times. So even if you're not facing demons, by the way, in case you didn't watch the other video that I made, it'll still do 1 times, so it's something at least. Lightning physical damage is the LB there, both of them, or just I think just the Brave Shift. I can't remember if the other one is as well, but he relies a lot on that mod boosting cooldown to get to be stronger than other units, because as you can see there, 340 times, even if you're facing, I mean, if you're facing demons, of course it's gonna be stronger than Sephiroth, for example, but if you're not gonna be that strong, so you need that mod boosting CD to be much stronger. And he has magic damage, magic TDH, but I don't even mention that because his LBs are physical, so there's no reason to build for magic unless you don't want to use his LBs for some reason, but you bring him along for the LBs. Seriously, you don't really bring him along for any of the other things that he has, so 8.5 I think is good. He's not super powerful, he's not strong, he's not gonna be strong enough to get a 9 because he doesn't, I don't think he has infinite turns, because I would have written it down, and just has to, he's just a burst unit, a quick burst unit, good for dark visions, for example. Probably probably not that great for Clash Rules, but he does have a Brave Shift form, so you could gear the base form for something and then gear the Brave Shift form for something else. So there's that at least, but typically non-Clash Rules units aren't as great, besides like Sephiroth or something, for example, for quick clears like I did. So I'm gonna go 8.5 for Die. He is very powerful, but I don't see him being used besides like Dark Visions, basically. So if you don't care about only just playing Dark Visions and nothing else, this guy might not interest you that much. And on to Popp. Let's check out Popp. So Popp has 300% TDH for magic, 200% Beast, Stone, and Fairy Killer. He has 3 uses of a Grandness that's similar to Emperor, where it hits multiple times, of 200 times mod, so it's 200 times 3. Okay, it's fine. His S-Teamer, by the way, is 2-handed, so it's very much bait, very much a bait S-Teamer, plus it has Demon and Fairy Killers on it, so very much a bait S-Teamer there. And his SLB, 100% MP recovery, 400% magic buff, 200 times mod buff for 3 turns. For certain abilities, enables abilities to be used for 1 turn, and also 1 use quad cast. 1000 times mod in total for main ability. Cooldown, and the cooldown is 130% fire and ice and peril, fire and ice magic damage, 500 times, 50% spirit ignore. So you're gonna see where the problem lies with that. His mod boost only lasts for 1 use. You need EX2 for 500% cap. Not that great, no. The LB SLB do no damage at all. And dual element finisher is just not as useful as dual element chaining, for example, so you could build up the chain faster in a way. Dual element finishing doesn't mean anything, so the ice magic, the fire magic thing is not that great. So I think I'm gonna give him an 8. He's just not that powerful. He can be if you're facing something that's weak against fire and ice, but it's just not. There's no point to it, really. There's no point to it. You have to go out of your way to make him strong, and it's just like not really worth it. Especially since he's in SLB, guys. I'm gonna give him an 8. That's what I think, guys. What do you guys think about Popp? And we have Maam here, who has an S2R of a Twin of Fist with 100% Demon Killer. So this S2R is definitely also bait for Carton, for example, or Tifa, if you're still using her. She's still useful in Clash of Wills sometimes for quick clears. 30% little burst damage, 200% TDH, 500% cap, 200% Dragon, Plant, Beast, Demon Killers, and then Zan can spread her SLB killers, which we'll be talking about shortly here. And there isn't a reason to use her LB. A 3-hit light physical damage, 120% light and peril, some killers, and 200 times mod on its own, and 30 times mod buff for LB SLB, so it's definitely necessary to use. And with that, she becomes a very strong light finisher, because now it's 360 times, but you're also getting 250% beast, avian, aquatic, demon killer, and also human and dragon and insect killers. So there's quite a lot there, guys. I do think I still stand by when she came out, she was probably the second strongest, maybe first, depending, because of those killers that she gets versus those enemies. So probably not in the global version. But Zan would love to spread those killers. Those are a lot of killers, especially against Clash of Wills. I can kind of see maybe someone using this for Clash of Wills, but you have to be like a whale because you would want to go EX3. And the reason for that is what we'll be talking about shortly here. So 600% cap is like being on EX2, yikes. And very much blatantly forces you to go EX3 because her 30 times mod buff only lasts for 2 turns. So you really like to do the LB on turn 2 and then on turn 3 use the SLB so you get that mod buff and you don't have to worry about it. And she's also locked to light, so we kind of know how that goes with someone else that just came out recently. And also she's locked to light for finishing. I'm not sure if I mentioned that yet, but yeah, she's locked to light for finishing, and we kind of know how that goes for someone who just came out. So she's a heavy investment. This collaboration is a heavy investment in total. I'm gonna go 8.5 as well for her, but I don't like how you have to invest so much into these units. Basically, except for Die, you have to invest a lot into Popp and also for Maam for them to be good. And there's 3 units on 1 banner, which is yikes. So that's up to you guys. In my personal opinion, I think it's safe to skip this. Unless you want to try and get their TMRs or something, for example, or try to maybe get at least one to get their STMR, one of their STMRs. I guess that's fair, but keep in mind things not working correctly, but I'm starting to fade out of existence. Anyways, I think it's just worth it to just save if you don't care about any of their STMRs. I think it's worth it just to save because the anniversary is in a few weeks. Keep in mind, guys, we're getting closer. Anniversary is coming in a few weeks, so I think it's time to buckle down a little bit. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I always read all your guys' comments. Appreciate you guys watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.